For years, Neeson kept the most painful chapter of his life away from the spotlight. The world knew the headlines, but very few people understood what really happened behind the scenes. Before Hollywood fame, Neeson's story began in a quiet town in Northern Ireland. Born William John Neeson in 1952, he grew up in a modest Catholic family where life was simple and hard-working. His father was a school caretaker, his mother a cook, and acting was the last thing anyone expected him to pursue. As a boy, Neeson loved sports, especially boxing. In fact, he even won several regional titles as a teenager. But everything changed when he began appearing in school plays. For the first time, he discovered the power of storytelling, the ability to step into another person's life and bring emotions to the stage. That passion slowly turned into a career. After years of theater work, small film roles, and determination, Neeson finally reached worldwide fame with Schindler's List, directed by Steven Spielberg. His performance stunned audiences and earned him an Academy Award nomination, turning him into one of Hollywood's most respected actors. But while his career was rising, something even more important was happening in his personal life. While performing on Broadway, Neeson met actress Natasha Richardson. Their chemistry on stage quickly turned into a deep real-life connection. Not long after, the two fell in love and married. Together they built a beautiful life. They had 2 sons, shared the same passion for acting, and spent 16 years building a strong and loving marriage. Then, in March 2009, tragedy struck. Natasha traveled to a ski resort in Quebec, Canada, for a short getaway. During a beginner ski lesson, she slipped and hit her head. At first, it seemed harmless. She even called Liam and laughed about the fall, saying she was fine. But hours later, everything changed. The fall had caused a hidden brain injury known as an epidural hematoma, bleeding inside the skull that can worsen suddenly. By the time doctors realized the severity, Natasha's condition had become critical. Neeson rushed to the hospital, but when he arrived, his wife was already on life support. Standing beside her bed, he quietly spoke to her, telling her he loved her and that they would bring her home to New York. 2 days later, at only 45 years old, Natasha Richardson passed away. The loss devastated Neeson and their 2 young sons. For years, he avoided speaking publicly about the tragedy. Instead, he focused on work, appearing in major films like Taken and Clash of the Titans, keeping himself busy to cope with the grief. But even today, Neeson admits the loss never truly disappears. Sometimes he still hears a door open and, for a brief second, thinks Natasha has walked into the room. Her grave lies not far from his home, and he often walks there to speak with her, keeping their connection alive in his own quiet way. Because for Liam Neeson, the greatest love story of his life didn't end. It simply became a memory he carries with him every single day.